Hey guys, so here's a new video, and let's just jump into it. So as you can see, it is the Chojuro and Terumi Mei event. Reborn Terumi, you can get her on the 5th. Today is the 3rd. So yeah, just keep that in mind. You can get free boxes from her in here. Just go ahead and open one per day. Go to the Reborn, click on the dog, and click Reborn, and you can get one free per day. So yeah, let's just get started. Just looking at the things here, keep in mind that this combination card in particular is very, very useful for PvP, especially if you can get her tier 5 items, because the Mizukage has an item called the, let me go ahead and find it in here, the Golden Band, and what it does is that right before she is attacked with a unique skill, keep in mind, if the attack says will not trigger backhand, then this won't be triggered. But otherwise, what it does, it essentially just casts, let's see, Skilled Mist, which makes the Mizukage immune to any sort of debuff and poison for 5 rounds. So, like, for example, Obito's Kamui debuff won't affect her, and by extension, the combination card, if you have the tier 5 version of this particular item. The combination card itself is fairly cheap, I believe. You can recharge and just get it at essentially 3k gold, 3.1k gold, and then at the same time get all of the tier 5 items for the Mizukage, Terumime, and Chojuro. So it's really convenient, and you can also get their secondary passives. So if you're going to do that, you can do this all in one go and just get all of their tier 5 items, their secondary passives, and the combination card itself. Sorry about that. The refining material for the how to make a tier 5 at the very least, it looks like you're gonna have to recharge 1,000 gold for 2 days, otherwise you can't get it. But yeah, I mean, it's fairly good. Let's see if they're doing that thing that they usually do during this event. Let's see, where is it at? Where is it at? Golden headband. Nope. Okay, yeah. So if you go ahead and do any of the trials, so for example, I'm gonna go ahead and do Inazami's activation. I'm gonna do 10 of them. If you do any one of the trials, you can get a 7 ninja treasure deposit box, which when you open up, oh my god. Let me go ahead and put all this crap on him. Put that on Sasuke. He's got his crap. He doesn't have his crap. Nope, wrong one. There we go. That's the one I wanted to put on him. Conan's ring seems overkill for him. There we go. Here we go. Let's see, what else? Here we go. Okay, that should be about it for Sasuke. And Mizukage's cloak. Where is it at? Fuck it, I'll just put on Sasuke's, I don't know, the puppets stuff. His headband. Your Sharingan, lightweight pants. That's first Hokage's lightweight pants. There we go. Sasori's ring, and he should be able to use the tier 4. Oh, that's what I was forgetting for Naruto. There we go. Oh, I should have 2 tier 5. First Hokage's necklace. I forgot. What the fuck? I forgot about that. It's so strange. Okay, so put that on the first Hokage. I think that's about it. Okay, I'm sorry, I got distracted. Let me sneeze 1 second. I'm gonna move away. I apologize for that. Right now I'm a little bit sick. I already took some medication, so I'm gonna be knocked out within the hour, actually. So we should probably hurry this up. So as I was saying, you can do these trials, and one more time sneeze. 1 second. Oops, sorry. Yeah, I hesitated there for a second, but like I was terrified that I wasn't gonna sneeze. And I don't know if you've ever sneezed or feel like you're about to sneeze and don't sneeze, it is so bad. I swear to God, it feels horrible. Like, just a truly evil feeling. I don't know. Like, it's like blue balls for your nose. It's so weird. Um, but anyways, as I was saying, you can do these, and um, you'll get the 7 ninja treasure. Any one of the trials, as long as they're normal trials. I mean, any one of the chapters, any one of the instances, and you'll get some of these, and you can go ahead and open them, and they have a fairly high chance of giving you chojuro fragments and zabuza fragments. Um, let me go ahead. Okay, so as you can see, I have 10 here. So I'm going to go ahead and open these. And look how many fragments I get for chojuro. So I got 4 fragment packages, but each package gives you 5 to 8 fragments. So out of those 4, I got 22 chojuro fragments. And I hope it's not just 10. I'm fairly sure it's not just 10. I mean, before it used to be where you got about 30 packages per day. But if they lowered it, then it's going to be a little bit harder. Okay, you can get 20 packages per day. So there you go. I got only 10 packages. I opened up 10, and you can get like 44 chojuro fragments if you're unlucky like I am. I know you can get a lot more than this. You can also get zabuza fragments. So that's always good. The consumption is fairly decent, to be perfectly honest. I mean, for example, notable items are like the Mizukage's, whatchamacallit? The Mizukage's long boots, Terumi Mei's long boots, and you use the wedding gift to get it to tier 4. These are some of the most powerful boots you'll see in game, simply because they have the highest dodge out of any item for the boot slot. Let me go ahead and show you. Here we go. It's level 130, tier 4, and it gives me 191k dodge. That is insane. 191k dodge. And keep in mind that the Mizukage gets 65k extra dodge on top of that when you equip it to her. And then also, remember, you can refine these, I believe. Oh, you can't just yet. But eventually you'll be able to refine them to tier 5, so they'll be even more powerful then. Notable items also are like Chojiro's frames, like his glasses, the retro square frames. They're one of the most powerful items when it comes to dealing damage, and you can get that to tier 4 at I mean, not dealing damage, but ninjutsu attack, and you can get those to tier 4 at 7k recharge. The Mizukage's Meiterumi's herring is decent. It's not as good as the retro glasses, but it is fairly good. Let me go ahead and show you. I feel like I'm about to sneeze, so if I move away quickly from the camera, or if you hear me moving away quickly, that's because I am about to sneeze. So let me go ahead and find this. Here we go. As you can see, at tier 4, level 120, it gives you 118k ninjutsu attack to any card who you equip it to. Now, if you equip it to the Mizukage, she can actually go up to 96k extra ninjutsu attack because it's her exclusive item. And yeah, so very, very powerful item for ninjutsu attack. Otherwise, the consumption itself is not particularly special. I know quite a few of you were asking, what's it called? Hang on, let me see if I can find it. Okay, my bad. Sorry about that. Oh, look at that. You can actually get the Mizukage skills at 12k consumption, which is fairly good. Okay. So yeah, I mean, the thing that costs the most is going to be the tier 4 material for the Mizukage's golden belt, but I mean, that's only 20k, and that is quite cheap, quite honestly, to be perfectly honest. For the gold tundra, I believe that you get let me go ahead and find it. I believe that you get, let's see, where is it at? Mizukage fragments, although I could be wrong. Let me see. Let's recharge, and if you, oh, okay, yeah, 33 Mizukage fragments for the first time on the first gold tundra that you do during this event. So that's really about it. I'm gonna like try to do Q&A as fast as I can, because I'm feeling sleepy, and I still need to do one more telescope before I go to sleep. So yeah. Let's see, notifications. This should bring me up to the latest video. Press pause on this shit. And here we go. Great job on the vids. Not a lot of people do Q&A. Oh, thank you. That should be either tomorrow or on Sunday. The reasons I'm a little bit held up on that is because somebody mentioned shadow orb, something like that, for a video recorder, on the computer, and I'm trying to get that so it'd be easier because the other one slows my computer down pretty hard, and I wanted to test the one that was mentioned to see if it's good or not, better, because reprisal, the ability is fairly good, but I mean, to be able to really see what it does or to isolate it, it's a little hard. um but yeah, I'll be doing the vid fairly soon for that. Okay, so I need help on my Ninja World War team. I don't have. You can do it with purple card Kakashi and purple card Mitsuki. You do need a diamond chojuro for the not, well, yeah, I guess for the technique that I mentioned last video, which would be let me go ahead and take these off, which would be you can do purple card Kakashi, and then you can just go ahead and do chojuro. um the way that you can oh, okay, no, you can do this here. I think I have have one that should work without having the active skill on Kakashi. Let me go ahead and unequip that off of him. See, Kakashi, active skill. So just pretend that this is a purple card Kakashi. And purple card Mitsuki. He's all the way in the back. I never really understood why he was all the way in the back, but I mean, I guess it makes sense because I mean he really is not a very important character at the very least right now. But okay, hitting Shadow Snake Hand and Thunder Spreading. So you're gonna want to keep a Curse Seal of Wrath level 4 on both of them. Keep in mind, because of my collection, a Curse Seal of Wrath level 1 X as a Curse Seal of Wrath level 4. And then you're gonna want to try to get somebody like Hashirama, preferably. I know that you said that you don't have him. But it really would help if you can get that. So let me see. Mikakashi's only sir. Okay. Um. Yeah, I know you don't have him, but this is something to work towards too. You can just pretend that this is a purple card, Hashirama. Let me go ahead and fucking find my Hashirama. There we go. Purple card Hashirama. And then finally, if you can get a Diva Path and Proto Curse Seal of Wrath, level 3 should work. No, not level 3. Level 3 is not going to work for that. Level 1 should work, but hang on, let me test this out. Alright, let's see if this works. So do that. Okay. Shoot, I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, it didn't work. How the hell they won, I have no clue, but it did not work. Let's see. So why didn't it work? So that does for one round. Okay, I see why it didn't work. Because it didn't proc. He goes second, so okay, that makes sense. This is actually difficult, but for your particular team, the best thing I could recommend is to try to put in the combination card, for this guy. Fire and Wind combination card first, then Kakashi, then Mitsuki, then Haku, and finally Naruto and Sasuke. That should be working. Let's see. I mean, it's not gonna be a perfect stun lock by any means. But Haku will give you infrequent stuns, and Naruto and Sasuke should give you more damage. Keep in mind, after level 20, well, not really threshold, but like how much damage needs to be done jumps up from like I believe it is 2 million. Being able to deal 2 million. At level 20, I believe it goes down to only being able to do 1.5 million, I think. But yeah, the damage goes down for that when you do that. But let's see. And then, oh, I know what you could do, or you can try. You can try to do this. Put shit, I forgot he's in the reinforcements. Get that mofo out of there, and okay, so give it a go with this, I believe. So him like that. If you can get a final form purple card, Shikamaru, try to get that, and then put in, I believe, Tamari. Let me go ahead and check this. Not latest notice. I'm going to assume you have the purple card Tamari. That's why I'm looking up her. Yeah, let's see, that stuns the front row with has a chance to stun the front row. Huh. But yeah, so for you, the best thing to do would actually be put it like this. So that stuns those two. You're gonna want to put a Crystal of level, Crystal of Wrath level 5 on Kakashi and Mitsuki. I have no clue how they're finishing that up, but I need to find out. But change. And change. No, change. Oh, okay, he only has a Curse of the Wrath on equip. And take it off of... Fuck. Him. No, that's a bad idea. That's a very bad idea. No. Who the hell do I have a Curse of the Wrath level 5 on? Because I know I have more than this. He needs to have this. He does not need one. He needs one. Wait, he doesn't need one, but it's useful for CP. So equip that to Mitsuki. Curse of Wrath level 5. And let's see. So it should stun the front. Well, god damn it. That should have stunned the front row. Apparently, Naruto does need that Curse of the Wrath level 5. One quick second. We're having some technical difficulties. And... Motherfucker, where are you? Skip. Bingo. See, no. Damn it, these are the most likely culprits for me getting like a... Oh, there we go. Naruto needs this, and there we go. Okay, take 3, I guess. Okay, so it should stun the front row, and then these guys will do their thing, and that should buy you about 3 rounds, at the minimum. Oh, that's why they were winning. But yeah, it should buy you about 3 rounds. And in those 3 rounds just have like Kakashi, I mean not Kakashi, but Haku, Sasuke and Naruto do as much damage as they possibly can. I don't see you going past stage 20 with this, but that's just kind of how it works, unfortunately. Right now, you're not going to be able to with the team that you have at the moment, Cody. What's the best? In general, the best active skills and passive skills are for active skills, no active skills equipped to any of your cards at any given time or point. Unless you're talking active skills like Kamui, Lightning Cutter, active skill Kamui, stuff like that, which are really powerful and really useful for PvP or just stuff like that. Yeah, you don't want any active skills. The reason for this is because 9 times out of 9 times out of 10, the unique skill is going to be a lot more useful than the active skill. Now, keep in mind, when you say free to play active skills, all nearly all the skills that you can get in this game are free to play. The biggest thing is that they are behind a huge wall which consists of gold. Unfortunately, obviously, if you're free to play, it takes a very, very long time to get. But if you're not free to play, it's a lot easier to get. Um, so, for example, for Naruto, you're always gonna want Shadow Clone on him. That's his go-to skill. That's the best skill that you could put on him for passive wise. For damage, simply because it deals an insane amount of damage. It makes him quite a few times stronger than he was after he releases it. For Sasuke, one of the best skills is a free to play skill. Actually, one of the easier skills to get, which is this skill right here. I don't have it to him equipped currently because I wanted to go for max CP. But one of the best skills that you can put on Sasuke is Demon Lantern. Because of his ability to increase his own damage exponentially throughout the battle, when paired up with Orochimaru and the overclock mechanic, um, you can do quite literally billions worth of damage with this particular passive skill. Now, keep in mind that it takes a lot more requirements than just having this active skill on, I mean, passive skill on Sasuke to get to that point. But it's a useful skill nonetheless. But it's a very understated skill is basically what I'm trying to say. And I mean, I can go on about this for days. Kakashi, one of his best skills is Kakashi's Susanoo Itachi, which is his go-to Susanoo skill. Another one of his better skills is his passive skill, Earth Wall, I believe it's called. Let me go ahead and show it to you. Let's see, where's my combo card? Here we go, skill. Uh, the Earth Release, Earth Style Wall is one of the better active skills. It provides a shield for the back row. There's a lot of different passive skills. A lot of them are very hard to get, but if you're a free-to-play player and you're going to be focusing on Naruto and Sasuke, then the best skill that you can get for Naruto is a Shadow Clone passive. For Sasuke, the best skill that you can put on him as a passive is the Demon Lantern skill book. Now, the skill book for Demon Lantern, you can get it in the Heroic Dungeon. You just scroll to the left, and it should be right over here, actually. Let me go ahead and find it because it is one of the easier skills to get. Here we go. You can do Magic Flute Tayuya, and you can get the passive skill every single time you challenge it. So as long as you defeat the instance one time, you get the skill book, and you're fine. For Sakura, one of the best passive skills you can possibly put on her is Yin Release. Let me go ahead and show it to you. Right here, it is. Oh, my bad. It's Unrivaled Strength. It's gonna increase the how much she heals. It's gonna provide continuously recover max HP. Increases all of her allies' tenacity. It does a lot, but the biggest thing is that it allows her to overclock, which is very important when you're trying to deal damage with her. Admittedly, this does not work in the Ninja World War, but let's say when you're going up against the Eight Tails, it can be very, very useful. There's just a lot of passive skills that, for example, Tobirama, one of the best passive skills, Shadow Clone, he shares that ability to use it with Naruto. Hashirama, his Hobi technique, is by far the best skill that you can put on him if you can only put one skill for him for the Ninja World War. For passives, Let's see. Who else? Who else? Who else? Obito, the Ten Tails Jinjuriki. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. Um, where should I place Kakashi and Obito for Stunlock, and what level should their Curse of Wrath level be? Okay, so first you're gonna want to have a Hashirama in first. In the first slot. And the way that you should probably put it is more than likely like this. So this would be right here. And go ahead. Let me go. Oh God! Please don't freeze. Please don't fucking freeze. No, you cunt. It's because I did a 2 point touch. So I touched over here and then I touched over here accidentally, and what it did, it dragged the card off screen, and for whatever reason it fucking freezes up. So what you're gonna have to do is the idea behind that particular team is essentially you're gonna want to put in Hashirama first, then Kakashi. And for Kakashi, you're gonna want to Curseal Wrath level 5. It doesn't matter how you get to that, but you want to have uh, full fury when you start the round. For Obito, you're gonna want to put in a Curseal Wrath level 4. So it takes one turn for him to reach his unique skill. What this does is that it allows him to charge up the chakra to be able to release the Kamui Lightning Cutter. And on the third round, he should be releasing the Kamui Lightning Cutter. And on the third round that Obito's releasing the Kamui Lightning Cutter, Kakashi should be gathering the chakra needed to release his own Kamui Lightning Cutter on the fourth round. And it looks like I'm not going to be able to use my game for the rest of the video, so I apologize for that. But that's how it should be. So Curse of Wrath level 5 on Kakashi, and Curse of Wrath level 4 or level 1 on Obito, if depending on whether or not you have the collection, which gives you more fury. Any tips for Dungeon 24-9? I would love to see which one that is right now, but unfortunately I can't remember it off of the top of my head, and I fucked up my game, so I can't log in right now. Let's see. Can the Oro and Sasuke Curseal do the Curseal skill, and which unique skill would it have? Would it makes both uniques and put that on the CC? Yes, it can use the Curseal passive, and his uniques, yeah, his unique is basically the same as Sasuke's. But what it does is that if you combine it with the unique skill from Jiraiya and Naruto combination card, you do 10% HP damage. It doesn't matter where you are in the Tailed Beast, in the Ninja World War, you do 10% of their HP damage when the two debuffs are on them. So you have to have the Asura mark and the Indano mark on the card, and once those two marks are on there, that card will take 10% damage. It doesn't matter where you are. If they have 1 billion worth of HP, they will take 100 million worth of HP damage to them. How do I beat the 6 tails without Hashi? The 6 tails is actually fairly easy. For him, you're going to want to do taijutsu damage, and you may actually be looking to get a chojuro in there, because Miss Ninja, such as Zabuza, Zabuza, Kisame, and the Mizukage, Terumi Mei, they're immune to the, to the bubbles and to the 6 tails poison. So what you can do is put those 3 cards up in front, and then you can go ahead and put in like somebody like Sakura right after, in the back row, and have her heal them continuously, and then have somebody like Hinata do taijutsu damage, and Rock Lee do taijutsu damage. Admittedly, you're gonna have to look for somebody to do ninjutsu damage, because I believe the 6 tails does take normal ninjutsu damage. But with a Kuruma Naruto, you should be able to get through that if you substitute like Hinata for Kuruma Naruto. How do I do perfect stunlock with Kakashi, Gold Mitsuki, Diamond Boruto, without Hashirama or Gold Obito? So the reason that you want to put in Hashirama first is his unique skill stuns everybody for 1 round. The only other card that I could see you being able to do that with would be, what's his name? Not Gara, the Diva Path. But what you can do is put in Kakashi first, and then have him stun the front row, and then have Mitsuki stun the back row. Um, See, the thing about perfect stun locks is that sometimes you can't just get them to work. You need certain cards by force. There's certain requirements that have to be met. Um, let's say, you could say, how do I get a perfect stun lock with, let's just say some arbitrary cards, Naruto, Sasuke, and for the fuck of it, Rin. You can't do that because none of those cards are geared towards stun locking. Boruto, unfortunately, is one of those cards that's not truly geared towards stun lock. He has a chance to stun, but he is not a perfect stun every single time. Um, the best way that you could do it would be to put in Boruto first and then have Kakashi and Mitsuki go. Even then, it'd still be a little bit risky. I would recommend switching out Boruto or putting in Sarada, because Sarada, she stuns the enemy across from her 100% of the time. So, for one round at the very least. Why can't you get for 2 days and you didn't finish your sentence? What? Sorry, I trail off a lot. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but sometimes I'm a little bit spastic, just a tiny bit. But yeah, sorry, I really don't know what you're talking about. I need help on the Hanzo dungeon. Really, all I can tell you is get more ninjutsu attack, have a healer like Tsunade. If you are getting one hit KO because you hit him for any reason, you really should try to work on boosting up your stamina, which is your HP. Get collections, get stuff that just boosts you up, because unfortunately, that's one of those cards that you really don't have any other option than either being able to tank the damage, have a healer and tank the damage, or have somebody who has the ability to seal passives, which is very rare for this game. How good is this Sasuke Naruto combination card? Please use them in your next video. Sure, I'd love to, but unfortunately, if you were watching up until this point, I fucked up. I moved Obito the wrong way, and my app just fritzed it out and was like, fuck you, and stopped working. And do you have the tomorrow equals for tomorrow? I believe I have one or two of them, but I don't think, huh. Uh, sorry if I mispronounced your name. Ronit Batara. Sorry about that. So I think I have a few of her equipment for Tamari, but I'll try to upgrade them for you just to show them MTG. Um, let's see. Let's see. We better wait for Ashirama so we can tier for her instead of getting down with Kakashi after we don't know with the Shadow Clone Weeks go and save up. Okay, so Nicholas, the best thing to do would actually, you don't have to get all of Tobirama's items. Quite honestly, the only items that you need for Tobirama are his headband and his armor. Anything else, you don't really need to get to tier 4. You can put something else instead of his kunai, you can put another ring instead of his ring, but his headband, like his little forehead armor, that's, you need that at tier 4, because what it does, it increases the damage of his bleeds, and his bleeds can do insane amount of damage. It really just makes Sasuke's Amaterasu look like shit. But another thing that you could do is use will get the Tobirama's armor, because that allows him to overclock very quickly. It releases two shadow clones every time he releases his unique skill. Not the normal shadow clones, but Tobirama exclusive shadow clones, which instead of increasing your ninjutsu attack by 35%, they increase it by 15%. But either way, since it's a percentage increase, it still allows you to overclock. So yeah, try to get. You really only have to get those two items: the armor and the armor, like the blue plate armor. I don't know what it's called in game at the moment, but yeah, you need to get that, which goes in the body slot, and then his little forehead armor, like forehead protector thing, on his head slot. Those are the only two things you really need to get to tier 4. Anything else you can put in stuff that increases ninjutsu attack. Did I say something about you, Shoten? I'm sorry if I did. I really don't remember. Don't take it too personally if I say shit, quite honestly. I mean, I'd like to think I'm not a very, whatchamacallit, petty person. I mean, I can be unbelievably petty, but I don't do it constantly. So if I said some shit about you, don't take it too personally. Quite honestly, I won't remember it. So yeah, there you go. An official apology. Unless you were being a douche, then, and if you deserve it, then I mean, if you deserve to admit it, but like if you didn't, then I apologize. Okay, moving on. Good. And why are stats on the sound 4 so high? I don't know. They just fucking do that shit arbitrarily sometimes. Although, do keep in mind that the sound 4 were able to keep up with like Shikamaru, Naruto, and like basically the Rookie 9, and when they were getting, which is nothing to scoff at. I mean, they were obviously getting, but at the same time, they weren't exactly shit. So they were decent, I guess. What is the new AB combo card? The AB combo card is a combination card between Killer B and A the Raikage. Um, yeah, you need a recharge for that. Kitamara's move is good. Oh, that's cool. Who would you recommend from my Kakashi and Obito? Or maybe both? Um, let's see what the comments are. Oops, I did not mean to heart that thing. Down. Okay, there we go. Discard and I want to see the comments, motherfucker. Fuck it. Oh, view all replies. There we go. I'm retarded. Oh, there we go. I haven't tried the Chinese version simply because I get frustrated because I can't read it. I read a lot, and if I can't read or understand something, it frustrates the hell out of me. And I really don't want to spend about 2 or 3 years learning how to read Chinese. So yeah, that's why. I tend to get a little obsessive about certain things, and yeah, I don't have that sort of time at the moment. So yeah, that's about it for this video. It turned out to be quite a ways bit longer than I thought it would be, which is good. I know that you guys enjoy longer videos. So that's about it for this particular video. Leave a like if you liked it. Leave a dislike if you don't. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another Q&A, more than likely. So, bye.